He's pumping his bags. Well, I have giant bags of some of the coins I'm going to talk about. On top of that, I have a ton of experience building tech companies, SaaS companies. That's where the main chunk of my net worth comes from. Therefore, also, when I invest in these companies, I also often partner with them and consult and advise them and help them with their marketing. Just like any VC would, you invest in businesses and you try to coach the founders and help the business grow. So I also consult and advise these businesses a lot for money. So of course, 100%, I am incentivized and rewarded if a lot of the coins I'm about to talk about go up. What I'm about to give you right here, you're going to do so much better. So if you can have the attention span above a goldfish and avoid touching your tiddly widdly right here for 5 seconds, this is going to super benefit you. And the people that stick around and have the attention span to watch this are the ones that are going to be successful. Crypto is not about picking specific coins or leaving little hot tips. It's about knowing how this market behaves and how other participants in the market behave, because the goal of crypto is to beat other people. When you're investing in crypto, everybody's putting their money in the pot and then waiting for the last possible second to rip their money out. The person that rips their money out last dies. That's the game we're playing right here. So you need to understand what other people are doing and how they're behaving and how this market is going to phase around. Or you're going to be the person who's the blood sacrifice in this nasty little game we're playing. So please book out 10 minutes here to just protect yourself from the massive downside and losing all your money in this market.
What's up, you dirty Daryls? You dirty, dirty crypto degenerates. In this video, we are going to do a review of Alex Becker's newest video, 7 tiny crypto coins that will 15x by mid 2024. So we've got about 3 months until the middle of 2024. And I'm gonna be honest with you, just like the last video, most of these are the same exact coins that he was promoting on his last video. And make sure that you stay until the end, because I am actually tracking them using the greatest portfolio tracking software. If you do not have this software, you are literally leaving millions of dollars on the table. Crypto Pro. Click the link in the bio to go and download a copy of it in the App Store right now. Couple points to mention that he brings up in this video is one, if you're getting in now, you're way behind the ball. You're way behind the ball. You've got a lot of making up to do. And so you've really got to multiply your investment to catch up.
And so it's incredibly important that you be mentally prepared if you're buying right now or you're buying, if you're waiting for a dip. I think that's really dangerous right now. I think the risk is being outside the markets right now.
What I would add to that is, over the last week, my messages have blown up with people. What should I do? Should I be getting in now? And if you don't have more than $10,000 to literally throw in the dumpster, you shouldn't even be getting in crypto. If you don't have a minimum of $10,000 to invest in this market, knowing damn well that you could lose all that money, you should just stop watching this and you should go back to being a peasant, because this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is big boy business. And a lot of you that are getting in now, you do not deserve to be rich. You got to go back to the factory. You've got to learn how to make money before you multiply money. That's rule number 1. And so if you're getting in right now, or if you've got very little money, you should just expect to lose and to get your ass whooped, because that is what this market does to people who play around with it. Just like fire. You play around with fire, you're going to get burned. Okay. The second thing that he talks about is there is a correction coming. Okay. What goes up must come down. Bitcoin is approaching its previous all-time high of $67,000. We're approaching that. At some point, there's going to be a correction. So the people getting in now, they're going to get wiped out from the people who are now taking.
What we're probably going to see here very soon, and I smell one coming really soon here, is I smell some really nasty dips coming our way. And between now and the peak, we're probably going to see And I think the peak will be like 120 something thousand. Again, watch my micro cap trading strategy. We're not going to try to like hold to the top. That's insane. As much as every influencer will act like they can read these markets, there is no way to read these markets. No one has any idea what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen. So we have to play this using that kind of logic. But in my jellies, I smell a really nasty dip, probably coming before all-time high, and then definitely after all-time high. And we're probably going to see 2 to 3 really nasty ones before the peak. We could even see more. It depends how long this bull run goes for. I don't know how long it's going to be. Buying right now, I'd expect to eat like maybe a 30% dip on where you're buying at right now in the near future. It is what it is. You're paying the price of getting in past the preliminary prologue round of the bull run. You don't get any easy holds from this point.
So profits. I've been taking massive profits for the last few weeks on some of the coins that I've been dollar cost averaging into since July of 2022. So when all of you were crying, I was getting in, averaging every single week for a long period of time. That's the principles. That's the name of the game. So he talks about when Bitcoin pumps, or excuse me, when Bitcoin dumps, everything dumps.
People watching this video, you might be looking around, looking at everything that's been up since November, and being like, where was I? How do I get into this now? Did I miss the boat? Well, you did miss the lows. You did miss comical gains because you're a skeptical little bitch. It's just kind of what happens when you live your life with an inverted dick. You're going to have to man up and grow some balls eventually. That's fine, though. We want you here. Why not just follow the herd? And while usually that type of logic is going to get your pee-pee smacked, if we do go into a bull run, you are still relatively early.
Be ready. And he warned you multiple times in this and in his previous videos. His objective is to dump on you. He has massive, massive bags. This guy is a whale. And he's telling you up front that crypto is a player versus player game. You want to get in low when all the other sheep are too busy with their head up their ass, watching football, watching sports, or doing God knows what.
We're probably about to see a lot of dumps too. This is probably going to be a horrible experience for you. Bull runs are a terrible time. I absolutely hate them. Bull runs are not a fun time. They're very stressful. And so there's going to be a lot of dumps coming up here very soon. You're going to need to know how to handle those.
Okay? You got to get in early, and then when all those idiots are talking about getting into crypto, when Bitcoin is 60,000 plus, when Ethereum is 3,400 plus, we dump on them. We dump on them. So there's a reason why the rich get rich and the poor get poorer, because we think and act differently. Okay, so you need to be talked to like this. You need to actually look in the mirror and start talking to yourself like this, because man, you're losing. Okay, in the future, there really is going to be have-nots and have-yachts. And I'm going to be on that yacht while you're not. So that is it. Let's hop into this video and let's rock and roll.
Ha! No. The title is not clickbait. And if you're new here, how has that skepticism worked out for you? If you'd been here from the start in November, you'd already be up 8, 10x in basically anything I named. But instead, you're sidelined, sitting around watching everybody else like a creepy Cardano holder from the closet. And while we know that's basically the perfect Friday night for a Cardano holder, I don't think you're enjoying this. Which is why I'm gonna open the closet door and look down on your fat 5'2" round little manlet body and say, Billy Bob, this is your last chance. Because we are on the cusp of breaking a Bitcoin all-time high, which means we're on the cusp of one of the biggest bull runs in history. And if you're new here, you're like a guy knocking on the door of a gangbang that's been going on for 24 hours. What are you thinking? That's gross. And now you have to wade through all the piss and Gen Z broccoli-haired butt just to get your sloppy 50Fs. And look, no one wants to see that except Cardano holders. I certainly don't want that for you. No, no, no. Which is why in this video, I'm going to give you all of it. I'm going to show you how we're going to play this market if the bull keeps up. I'm going to show you where you need to be looking. I'm even going to show you the exact coins that you should be researching and looking at. I'm going to start with a nice conservative point you can get into. You can bring your grandma to them even. I'm not sure why you'd want to invite your grandmother to a gangbang. Okay, that's enough. No more gangbang jokes. We're going to be mature, self-aware for the rest of the video. Only bukkake jokes.
All right. So here is the Alex Becker portfolio. And so if you are not using Crypto Pro is hands down the best portfolio tracking software I've ever come across. I've been in this game since 2016. I was here in 2017 during the ICO run, and Bitcoin's run up to 19,700. The crash, the subsequent crash after the fact. I've been here for a long time. This is hands down the most valuable tool that I use in crypto. I use this exclusively to pick when I buy, when I sell, when I dollar cost average, everything. And so essentially what I'm doing here is I'm just tracking objectively all of his coins, all of his picks that he's been picking over the last few months. I haven't gone back as far as the 2022, the summer video when he really started promoting these coins. But we actually do have it in one of our Google spreadsheets. And you can get all of that by being a member of our Discord, but check that out. So again, just looking at all of his picks. So every time he posts a video, I'm putting $1,000 into that coin, and I'm tracking that price. So you can see at the time of the recording, I put in $45,500 into this portfolio, and it is currently worth about $51,000 for a $5,324 profit. I'm going to be totally honest with you. That's not very good. Not very good at all. In our small cap gem portfolio, I mean, we're up a lot more than that. I'll tell you that much right now. So let's kind of look at the coins that he was suggesting today. So he really started out the video with kind of alluding to these two, which are render and seed. So the render position all in all is up 20%, about 21% if you want to round up, 44% from February 20th, or his last video. I think it was actually the February 17th. And then today we just picked up another 1,000 more. The next one is Seedify. So Seedify total is only up 6.25%. So we've got from his December video, that's up 4.6. His last video, it's up about 14%. And then today we're up about 0.25%. So, overall, nothing to write home to. Like he's saying, what's he talking? His big, 15x coins. I'm not seeing it. And then when he really gets into his video, he says, if you really want to build just a safe, secure bag, you can jump into these at all-time highs. So I'm tracking that from today's video at $130. So again, I'll have to look back in our archives and see when he really started promoting Solana. But man, to buy, at these prices, like he's saying, these are his safe bets, was Solana and AVAX, which is up, 9.8%, 25% up from December, 5% from a couple weeks ago. And then we've got today's promotion. So then in the last one, he talks about Link, and Link being, the most used, the most solid project in crypto. I beg to differ, but we can agree to disagree. So with Chainlink, it's actually down. So he's down if you would have bought a couple weeks ago at $20. And then today it really hasn't moved much in the last month. So yeah, but like he said, if this thing 10x's, it might be, if we come over here and do the same thing he likes to do. So Link. Okay, so let's do, what's the market cap? So 11 billion. So a 10x it puts it at $100 billion market cap. It could certainly get there. But again, right now, if you're just getting into crypto, you really need to multiply your money. You need to multiply your money. And here's another caveat, because I really like how often, he talks about his disclaimer. If you don't have at least $10,000 to just throw in the dumpster, you should not even be getting into crypto. Okay, I got people coming to me with a couple $100 saying, oh, what should I do? You need to find a new job, or you need to start a business. Maybe you should look up Alex Becker's Shopify program and start learning how to make money. Because if you're a grown human, man or woman, and you're in your 30s and you ain't got 10 grand, you're fucking behind the ball. You're behind the ball big time. So do I think, do I think Chainlink is going to 10x in this next bull run in the next 12 to 18 months? It's possible, but I've got a lot of other 10x picks I'd pick over Chainlink. Okay. Then he starts getting into the gaming. So he's got Immutable X right here. So we just started tracking it. I know he's mentioned this one before. So again, I'll have to update this and you can watch the next video. But Immutable X, we can go over here. IMX. And I mean, in the last, 90 days, it's up 126%. So I'm sure he called it in his December video, which would have been a good play for sure. I'll have to update that so we can give him the credit he does deserve. Because again, man, I love the guy. I love his personality. I love the character. I love it, man. Such a cool guy. Makes it entertaining. And I appreciate that. So the next one he talks about is WogMe Game. Actually, the next one he talks about is Beam. So Beam is his number one thus far. It's up 33.2%. It's up 93% since December, up 6% since his last video. And then we've got today. The next one is Super. I know Super has done pretty good over the last, dang it, again, you'll have to excuse me. We'll have to update this data. But anyway, Super, just putting in today's. Okay, Miria. What's that one at? Right here. It's up 6.26. Okay, so it's up 10% since December, 8% from the last few weeks. And then about 0.25% as of today, the making this video. Okay, WogMe Games. I can find it. Oh, right there. Okay, it's up 8.5%. So he's up 14% in the last few weeks. He's up 3.16 from today. Okay, Crown, which is he talked about it in his last video. I did forget to put that data in. But it looked like it was doing pretty good. So I'll definitely put that information back. Oh, I did put it in. So it's up 62% since a couple weeks. And then we've got today's entry. Okay, PAL, which is his AI picks. Now we're getting into the AI. So PAL. Oh, right here. So it's up 13.5%. It's up 26% in the last few weeks. It's up 0.8% today. Okay, 0x0, one of his top picks, up 30%. It's up 60% in the last couple weeks. It's already down today. And then OPSEC. So this is the first time I've seen him talk about OPSEC. So if you're getting in now, we're talking about getting in after an absolute astronomical run up. Okay, we called this back down here. So again, you want to get in when the getting's good. I think that we called it in our Discord when it was, let me see. I could tell you exactly when. Okay, so we got in February 5th. We called it at 19 cents. So it's currently up 615% on our Discord in our portfolio. So he's calling it today. I may be mistaken. I'd have to go back over, but I think this is the first time he's called OPSEC. But, it is small cap. It is AI. I think it's a great opportunity. But again, he's just a little bit late to the game. Unless I am mistaken. Then he talks about a few other ones, Prime being one. So Echelon Prime, he did talk about this in his last video. So again, you'll have to forgive me. I'm new to this streaming stuff, so I'm getting better at it every time. So whatever. Anyway, it's up. That's just today. So Akash Network coming up here, Akash. Okay, up total of 17.2%, up 35% since a couple weeks ago. Then we've got today's entry. And the last one he talks about is Near Protocol. Okay, Near Protocol. Where is it? Right here. It's flat as of today's entry. Okay, so that is it, you guys. So, man, in my opinion, you know, to invest 45,000 over the last few months and to come home with only 5,300 in profit, it's nothing to get super excited about. It's certainly not these big, huge gains that he's talking about. He is certainly getting those sort of gains because, like he tells you in the video, it's plausible deniability. Okay, he's been in some of these projects since their launch. He says it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. He's given me some bangers. That's my disclaimer. He's given me some bangers, but what I'm doing is I'm objectively tracking all of his calls to see which ones are the best and to see which ones I wouldn't be getting into that are just way too overheated. Okay, I'm looking for coins that are between 10 and $100 million market cap that are in those same sectors. So gaming, AI, I think AI is super big. Okay, one that we've been calling forever is Singularity. Guys, we've been buying this for all of 2023. Okay, it's absolutely exploded in the last few weeks. It's going to be hands down one of the top artificial intelligence projects in the world. Okay, we called it at I shouldn't say we were buying it, picking it up at 17 cents. So absolutely destroying it. So definitely you want to get in. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you want to learn more about our private Discord where we are scanning the internet, we are watching all the videos, we are objectively tracking all the portfolios. I go over them all right here. So we've got Alex Becker, Copy My Crypto, Jolly Green Investor, or the Beanstalk. We've got Virtual Bacon. I've got some other data I've got to put in here. And then we've got our own portfolios. The 1000X Blueprint, literally been dollar cost averaging the top crypto since July of 2022. I mean, check this thing out. 649,000 invested, $1 million. I'm up $209,000. Okay, actually more because the one fault about Crypto Pro is it doesn't track. This is all free. I have 1.5 Bitcoin completely free, 32,000 Cardano completely free. These are all totally free. I've cashed in all of my working capital. So look at this. Every single week, showing people this is the fundamentals. This is how you really win in crypto is dollar cost averaging, especially during the bear markets. When shit crashes, you want to be dollar cost averaging, whether it's 1,000 a week or it's 100 a week. You want to be dollar cost averaging during the bear season, during the winter, because there is a time to sow and a time to reap, but you don't do them both in the same season. And like he put so well in the video is that if you're just getting into crypto now, man, you are way behind the ball. You're way behind the ball. And unfortunately, that's what the public school system and the matrix tricks you into, is to buy high and sell low. You want a dollar cost average, especially when there's blood in the streets. Okay, so right now you got a lot of room to make up. So that's why I'd highly suggest being a member of our Discord and getting into these low cap gems that have huge multiplication upside, taking action, and then rolling those profits into the blue chip coins. Okay, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the XRP, the Tron, those top 25 to 100 coins with long lasting potential that will do 1,000x, okay, over the next 5 to 10 years. But right now, where we are right now in the game, you've got to multiply your investment, but you've got to have real money to invest. Again, if you only got a couple $1,000, you shouldn't be even in crypto. You should go start a business or figure out how to make more money. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you soon.